They did not change the actual definition of spouse for veterans because our lawsuit, they didn't consider us suing for veteran benefits. They changed it for everything else, but they didn't change it for veterans. And right now that's litigation that's going on. So we have to keep telling our stories, and we have to keep fighting. And I love you guys all from the bottom of my heart, from all your service. We give up so much to serve our country, but you guys gave up so much more to be able to give up to serve your country. And it means more to me to be here with you tonight than anybody that I've ever spoken to. Thank you very much.
Steve mentioned this. Our stories are very important, and like Steve's saying, he loves hearing the stories. I love coming to these events and traveling and listening to the stories. We all have our own stories. We have, I have stories from the last year spent in Afghanistan. But thank you for coming tonight and sharing your stories with the people that you are meeting here. And I just want to mention one of them. There's a gentleman, David's here, and he's wearing a shirt. David, can you stand up real quick? So his dad was a survivor at Pearl Harbor, and he's carrying a couple of objects tonight. But his dad, his name is Bill, I'm going to say it wrong.
Reithofer.
Bill Reithofer. And his dad shot down a Japanese aircraft during Pearl Harbor, and he's holding that piece of aircraft that his dad took from the aircraft that he shot down. So these are the stories that we want to make sure that we continue to share. So David, thank you for remembering your father this evening, for having that little bit of history with you and carrying that with you. So those are important. So Steve also mentioned that he's still serving. So he is now a major, and you didn't get promoted, right? Major still?
No, not at all.
Okay, so it'd be nice if I get promoted, but okay, that's okay. But Steve, recently, was it recently? A year, maybe? It's been a year that you got major?
2.
Has it been 2? Okay, so he's major. So he's still serving, as I am as well. Is there anybody else in the room that is still serving besides the two of us here? Is there anybody else that are still serving in the military right now? Okay, so you can stand alone there on some. Okay. So next up, I'm going to deviate a little bit here. I'm going to call Stan up front and to make an announcement this evening. So very excited about the following announcement. How many heard about it? Because it got released in the press, so we had a little teaser. Was that Friday, Tracy?
Yeah, Friday.
So there was a little teaser out there. So if you're on Facebook, make sure you Facebook our AVER's website. Make sure you're reading the Windy City Times like we know you are. But it did get released a little early, so thank you, Tracy, and the Windy City Times staff, and Gene for working on that, for releasing that little teaser. So here you go.
Thank you. 2011, April, I requested AVER, the American Veterans for Equal Rights, to place a monument into Abraham Lincoln Cemetery to honor all veterans, living and dead. They said, great. From April to July, we worked hard and diligently on the architecture of it and the wording of it. And August 11, 2011, we sent our first request to the Department of Veterans Affairs. I would like to say a very special thank you to a wordsmith that you will hear. I will read to you what it says on the monument. A gentleman that you heard speaking, Mr. Larry Simpson. Please stand up and take a bow. It is his words that are going to be on the monument. I want to say thank you to the past president, Jim Darby. When he heard of this, He took it upon himself to work hard, diligently, to make sure that when you have a group of people, sometimes when you hear a lot of bad news, people become downright frustrated. And he kept the spirit up. Thank you, Jim Darby. Our brand new president, Lee Reinhardt, took the baton and made it his damnedest to make sure that our group kept, even though we had many, many letters of disappointment and everything else, that he wanted to make sure that we stayed the course. Lee, thank you. There are a number of people that are not here but have to be thanked, and that is both of our senators, Mark Kirk and Dick Durbin, have been with us in this fight. Alderman Tom Tunney wrote a number of letters for us, but the most important individual is Congressman Quigley. From the very, very beginning, I went to Congressman Quigley's office, and I've gone through 4 staff members already, with lots of crying, lots of phone call. I have 120 letters written to the Department of Defense, congressmen, senators in this endeavor. So a special person that I promised her that I would make her ears ring, who works in Congressman Quigley's office, is Melanie Thompson. She deserves great applause because she really, really helped me a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present, this is the monument that is going into Abraham Lincoln Cemetery 2015 Memorial Day with your help, with your financial help. We've done the work, the legwork and everything else. Now you have to cough up with money so we can put this monument in.
How much exactly?
20,000. There's more than 10 people here. $1,000 a piece will be no problem. Yes. Yeah, what you do? Thank you. I would like to read to you what is going to be on the monument. These words are extremely important, ladies and gentlemen, because when this room, everyone here is dead, young men and young women will go to this cemetery and read the words that we put on this monument. The place where this monument is going is a beautiful section of Abraham Lincoln Cemetery that all of us can take pride in. Gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people have served honorably and admirably in America's armed forces. In their memory and appreciation of their selfless service and sacrifice, this monument was dedicated by Chicago chapter of American Veterans for Equal Rights, AVER, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.